been abusing Mexico for 100 years. And so the United States and the average dumb white person who can't find their butt with both hands and who's totally guilty and hates the fact that they're white has no idea what's going on, is being blamed for all the stuff going on in Latin America. And there's a lot of reasons it's so hellish down there when it could be a paradise. But one of the biggest issues is the big mega banks have been down there, and the gunboat diplomacy and the rest of it, keeping a corrupt kleptocracy in charge of all those countries so they were more easily manageable. Nicaragua, El Salvador, Guatemala, Mexico. Not the American people, but the globalist technocrats that are dominating the whole world have been doing to Mexico what they're now getting ready to do to us. So understand, it's not just sitting here saying, oh, Mexico's a bunch of idiots, oh, Mexico's failed, oh, Mexico's bankrupt, oh, my God, how embarrassing it is, you know, if you're from Mexico. We're going to go that same path, folks. Argentina was the richest country in the Western Hemisphere, more than the United States, until about 1920. Look it up. Now they're one of the poorest because they went under a political system of fraud, and they went the same direction we're going. And the globalists are on record wanting a giant poor underclass. Look, the poor Hispanic underclass pouring in is not going to get free welfare and goodies forever. They're going to be a permanent poor class that is basically kicked around and used and controlled. And that's what the Robert Rodriguez's and the Gus Garcias, I'm talking about people I know in Austin, Texas. That's who these people are. Big, rich, off the system, fat establishment folks that literally manage the Hispanic market. And they give you a Mexican flag, and they give you some machismo, and they give you some flash with bravada. But at the end of the day, it's all a Ford Foundation, declassified CIA program from 1958. I made a film, Battle for the Republic, breaking it down. It's an extra on Endgame, all on record. And I can have sociologists, anthropologists on like Hamamoto, who is from the Rockefeller Ford Foundation system. He will tell you that. This is not my opinion. It is a fact that they want divide and conquer. It is a fact, as I told you, they get rid of national borders but create super borders and then sub-ethnic states within the old super region, within the old national region. This is about the end of the middle class, the end of a ladder up, the end of prosperity. And again, it is totally illegal, on record, to bring illegals in, put them on welfare, give them IDs, let them vote. And then, if you catch a citizen handing out fake IDs, it's serious federal prison time, because the feds want the monopoly on handing all of this out. And Daniel Estulin, who's Spanish and lived all over the world, 8 years ago in Endgame, breaks it all down from his Bilderberg contacts, saying the plan is to bring the illegals in and break the country up because he has the Bilderberg contact. But we're way past that now. General Petraeus, Nancy Pelosi, all of them admit this is a plan for a North American Union where there's a giant underclass fighting with each other over diminishing resources, with the energy prices going up, to implode everything and to use the giant black market Hispanic class as a black market for the elite in the Democratic Party, like they used Acorn as a money laundering operation and a child sex trade operation. I mean, you could walk into Acorn and say, I have children for the sex slave trade from Mexico. We're here to run them through your operation. And they're like, hell yeah, let's run a black op. I mean, what do you think these people are? Hardcore mafia, ladies and gentlemen. They run criminal operations in the cities. They are exporting the worst of Latin American corruption to take over and to be the functionaries. In the 40s, they brought 36,000, 35,000 Nazis over here to run everything. Now Yamamoto says, and he's worked for the system, that they're bringing in corrupt people from Latin America to man the system. So it won't be Nazis with rocket bases and nuclear weapons. It'll just be collapse. I mean, this is transplanting Latin American corruption to bring the country down.
A sudden change in the wind. The day grows dark as ominous clouds move in and lightning begins to carve arcs in the sky. And you realize you are not prepared.
I'm telling you to take cover.
The number of intense storms is increasing exponentially in the U.S. Tornadoes, hurricanes, flooding, and droughts are happening with greater magnitude and frequency. If you are choosing to rely on the government to save you,
And no one's coming to help them.
you could be dead wrong. The first step towards self-reliance in the face of disaster is a visit to MyPatriotSupply.com. There you'll find the absolute best prices on storable foods, non-GMO seeds, emergency water filtration devices, and so much more. All orders over $49 qualify for free shipping in the lower 48. Visit us online or call 866-229-0927. That's 866-229-0927 and speak to one of our preparedness advisors today. Remember, before it's time to survive, it's time to prepare. MyPatriotSupply.com.
Alex Jones here for Infowars.com. In the month of July, we have got giant specials on everything at MadeIn1776.com. The already discounted Made in 1776 t-shirts are only $17.76. We have the new belt buckles that in only 2 weeks of sale are very close to selling out. There's only 500 of each. We're talking about Made in America belt buckles in nickeled brass. This is more than a summer blowout special. This is a new declaration of independence. But to expand the InfoWar, we're offering the equivalent of more than 5 months free right now when you get a membership at PrisonPlanet.tv for a limited time, only $39.95 a year. That's more than 5 months free off the regular price. Not just this July 4th weekend, but the entire month of July at MadeIn1776.com. Molon Labe, you can take my gun from my cold, dead hands.
Question: could too many GMO foods and toxins be overloading your digestive and immune systems? Answer: yes. If you're searching for a powerful detox that's gentle enough to use every day, use Pro-EM1 from Terraganics. Pro-EM1 is a powerful liquid probiotic that uses good bacteria to suppress pathogens and gently eliminate toxins from your body. A healthy digestive system will cleanse and remove toxins, support weight loss, improve absorption of food nutrients, and aid in controlling yeast and other infections. Pro-EM1 is made with only non-GMO and certified organic ingredients, has no preservatives, and is dairy, soy, wheat, and gluten-free. Pro-EM1 is the key to your digestive health. Order Pro-EM1 Daily Probiotic Cleanse at Terraganix.com, spelled Terraganix.com, or call toll-free 866-369-3678. That's 866-369-3678. Also available through Amazon Prime. Pro-EM1 from Terraganix. Life's getting better.
The human body is extraordinary. Despite all the stresses we inflict upon it, it still works hard to stay in balance. Thousands upon thousands of people rely upon Heart and Body Extract to help their body stay balanced. This excellent 100% natural herbal formula helps maintain healthy blood pressure levels, cleans arteries, promotes good circulation, balances cholesterol, and more. HB Extract, paired with healthy lifestyle choices like good nutrition and exercise, can give you a life free of pain, sickness, and fear. Recapture your youthful vitality and experience your body healing itself with the aid of HB Extract. It's extremely effective and it starts working in just days. Visit hbextract.com to learn more and to read scores of testimonials from satisfied customers. And we've never increased our price in over 10 years. That makes Heart and Body Extract as great a value now as it was the first day we sold it. A healthy heart is a happy heart. Call 866-295-5305 or go to hbextract.com.
Alex Jones here, back live. So the new talking point being put out by state-run media and the White House is, be loving. Latin America's a hellish place. And you need to be sweet to all these people that are there. Let them in. Give them driver's license. Let them vote. They're such good people. But we have a clip that Rob Dew found that we're going to play on the show of Governor Brown, back when he was governor the first time. He didn't want Vietnamese immigrants there coming out of Vietnam for political persecution. And why? Because 90+% of them vote conservative because they've been under the communist boot. Don't want Vietnamese because they look at the demographics. They want Latin Americans who've been taught for 60-something years communism and being anti-American is how you fix things. Every time they have a revolution down there to get out from under some fascist right-wing pig who isn't even right-wing, they just call themselves that, some general or some dictator, it's always communism is the answer. So the globalists love that if you read Carol Quigley's book, Tragedy and Hope, that was an elite State Department CIA primer that wasn't meant to be republished, that we sell, by the way. 1,100 pages. I've read almost the whole thing. I skipped some parts of it. And he explains, we want fascism, we want communism, we want racist, race-based regimes, religious-based regimes. We do not want stable, truly liberal regimes. So to control that, we've got to pose as liberals and take over the liberal movement. And what do they do all over the Middle East and Africa? You got a stable, secular government? We're going to blow your government up and hire your neighbors to invade or hire Muslims to attack. Look at what they're doing in the Middle East right now, causing a sectarian Shiite-Sunni war. The al-Qaeda-run ISIS forces are blowing up mosques all over Iraq to get the Shiites in a civil war. They're doing it under orders. If they wanted to win, they would be nice to the Shiites. They're not even Sunnis, ladies and gentlemen. They are globalist run to cause the clash of civilizations, just like the open borders are. I'm not anti-Muslim. I'm anti-globalist, radicalizing them and using Saudi Arabian radicals to destabilize the world. And I'm not against the poor Latin Americans. I look at Latin American children, and I have as much care for them as black children or white children. I try to stop them being aborted. Ask Robert Rodriguez why he doesn't protest Hispanics being aborted if he's such a man of the Raza. Or why all these Democratic Party groups want to push Gardasil on Hispanic children. Mark my words, you take that shot, you're not going to have kids. And I said that 10 years ago during the trials, and now it's confirmed it attacks your ovaries. That's because I hate Hispanics, obviously. I don't want them being aborted. See how crazy that is? But what I don't like is a giant army of racist Hispanics being brought up here, literally who don't have third-grade educations with tuberculosis and scabies and cholera. I mean, that's what's coming in, folks. I won't go to Latin America. My mother begs my dad to not go down there on aid missions to some of the worst places in South America because of all the shots and stuff he's got to take that make him sick. I mean, I won't go report from South America because it's that scary unless you go stay in a 5-star hotel and don't leave or stay on the resort. And I don't want to do that. You know how scary Latin America is? You know how scary Africa is? There's a phenomenon of racist American blacks, you know, the type that buy into Al Sharpton and the rest of it, because I've talked to some black professors on and off record, of when they go to Africa, it changes their views real fast. Again, ladies and gentlemen, and the globalists want to collapse North America. They only want civilization in Luxembourg, Switzerland, London, and a few other areas. There it is, Mexico to give HPV vaccine to all girls in 2012. And they lie and say it's the law, just like here it's not the law. The president just ordered it, like he's a dictator. This is incredible. Makes me sick. We should be trying to get Mexico free. We should be trying to kick out the elites down there. But no, instead the big banks work with them. Let's go to the clip of the, I mean, when you go to Southern California, we've got the videos, you name it, of images of white people's heads cut off, and we're going to kill you, go back to Europe, all the rest of it. And we're going to put together a video showing all this from the past. It's in my film, Battle for the Republic. We should re-air that tonight on the nightly news after the news ends. But let's go to this clip when we come back from break. Calling for the Raza. Race, 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 race. Imagine whites or blacks if they went out to events and said, Race, 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 race. We are the race. And what is the La Raza slogan? For those inside the race, everything. For those outside the race, nothing. That's official. You'll never hear that on CNN because they want to use race to create balkanization and division. We'll be right back.
We're on the march.
Stay with us.
The empires.